You know, something really interesting happened to me recently, something that completely changed the way I think about identity and change. Here's the truth. Your actions don't follow your identity. Your identity follows your actions. Let me paint a picture you'll probably relate to. Someone decides to get healthy. They go all in, buy expensive gym gear, tell everyone about their new lifestyle, maybe even get the perfect workout outfit. But fast forward 3 weeks, and they're right back to their old habits. Why does that happen? Here's what I discovered. They tried to change their identity first. They tried to force it. But identity doesn't work like that. Think of your brain like a detective. It's always watching what you do, not what you say. Every tiny action sends a signal. This is who I am. Do something once, your brain calls it a fluke. Do it twice, it starts noticing a pattern. Do it 3 times, and that's when something magical happens. Your brain goes, wait, this might actually be part of who we are. That's why you have to start microscopically small, so small it almost feels silly. If you want to become a reader, don't declare, I'll read 50 books this year. Just read 1 page. Every day. 1 page. Here's what happens in your brain. Day 1, interesting, we read today. Day 2, another page. Day 3, hold on, are we becoming a reader? That's what I call the identity loop, and it's beautiful in its simplicity. Small, consistent actions reshape your self-image. That new self-image makes those actions feel more natural. And that cycle keeps reinforcing itself, no willpower needed. But here's the catch, you have to start smaller than your ego wants to. Your ego screams for dramatic change. Your brain whispers for consistency. And the brain always wins. Chapter 1, Brain, Plasticity and Change. Your brain changes every single day, and you get to decide how. Think of it like a garden. Every thought, every action, every habit creates a trail. Walk the same path often enough, and it becomes wider, clearer, easier to travel, just like the path I take to my coffee machine every morning. Now, your brain doesn't know whether those paths lead to flowers or weeds. It just strengthens whatever path you walk most. That's why habits, good or bad, become automatic. And here's the exciting part, those old habits you don't like? You can let them fade. Not by fighting them, but by building new paths. If you try to stop a habit, your brain actually focuses on it even more. Quick experiment, don't think about pink elephants. What are you thinking about right now? Exactly. So instead of fighting old patterns, build new ones. Want to stop checking your phone first thing in the morning? Don't focus on not checking it. Instead, build a new morning path, drink water, stretch, take 3 deep breaths. Every time you choose that new path, your brain builds fresh neural connections. The old ones fade, simply because you stopped using them. That's the real secret to lasting change. You don't need to fight your old self. Just build your new self, one tiny step at a time. Your brain will do the rest. It's literally designed for this. Chapter 2, Environment Design Mastery. Now that you know how your brain builds new pathways, let's talk about how to make that process automatic, through your environment. Most people rely on motivation or willpower. But that's the hardest way to change. There's a much smarter way, design your environment to make the right choices effortless. Look around your room right now. Everything you see is either pushing you towards your goals or pulling you away from them. And here's the best part, you control all of it. Think about water. It always flows downhill, the path of least resistance. Your behavior works exactly the same way. If you want to eat healthier, don't rely on willpower. Just stop buying junk food. Because at 10 p.m., when you're tired, willpower is gone, but the empty shelf still works perfectly. That's what I call the friction principle. Make good habits downhill easy. Make bad habits uphill harder to do. Want to work out more? Put your workout clothes right beside your bed. Want to stop mindless scrolling? Delete the apps or move them deep in folders. Your environment is like a physical version of your brain's wiring. Change the environment, and the patterns change automatically. Studies show people who keep fruit visible eat 70% more fruit. That's not motivation. That's smart design. When I started keeping a water bottle on my desk, I drank way more water, without even thinking about it. Want to read more? Keep books on your coffee table. Your environment becomes an invisible force field guiding your actions, 24/7. Chapter 3, Energy as the Primary Currency. Even the best environment won't work if your battery is empty. Most people talk about time management, but here's the truth. You can't manage time. You can only manage energy. Be honest, have you ever had a full day free, but felt too drained to do anything meaningful? Or maybe a short 30-minute window where you got more done than in the entire day before? That's because energy, not time, drives performance. Your energy is your capacity to learn, grow, and make change. And unlike time, energy can be renewed and expanded. Think of your energy like a battery with a solar panel. You can drain it, sure. But you can also recharge it, and even upgrade its capacity. Your brain alone uses up to 20% of your body's energy, and during deep focus, up to 70%. That's why you feel mentally exhausted after learning something new. Your brain is literally running a marathon. Recovery isn't just resting, it's strategic renewal. When you're doing nothing, your brain is actually consolidating memories, replenishing energy, and rewiring itself. So instead of asking, how can I fit more in? Ask, how can I match my tasks to my energy peaks? Learn new things when your energy is high. Do creative work when your mind is fresh. Design your day around your natural energy rhythms. When you master your energy, time takes care of itself. If you found this valuable, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're applying these principles in your own life.